Erica, I'd like you to take a gander at my orange bikini top. Any guesses as to why I'm wearing an orange bikini top in our...
Yeah, and I don't have to even guess. I know it's Taylor Swift related. I know you're a showgirl tonight.
Listen, I love that. I am a showgirl tonight. In celebration of Taylor announcing the name of her album, the fact that she's going to reveal the album cover on her boyfriend's podcast. I woke up to this news because apparently people stayed up all night. They saw a countdown, stayed up.
Me, I was the
you
person.
did all of that?
I was on live last night. Well, here's the thing, just to justify it a little bit, to make it seem a little less crazy, I am on Central Time. So it was 11 o'clock for me. 11, 12, right?
I don't think it's crazy at all. Had I known, I wouldn't have stayed up because I'm physically incapable, but I would have at least participated in the pre-shenanigans.
Everyone was freaking out. At some point there was 700 people in there, and I was starting to freeze up. I'm like, there's a lot of people in here.
God, that's amazing.
My lives don't have people like that.
That's amazing, Erica. No, I went to bed. I was literally in bed at 7:30 p.m. because
I'm so jealous.
I had just gotten back from a 4-day trip with my family, including my 4-year-old, and I was exhausted. So
oh my gosh.
After I put her to bed, I went straight to bed. So I missed it all. I didn't know what was going on. I woke up in the morning, checked my TikTok. There's Taylor on my screen. Video.
Well, see, okay, so it's back to school season for me. So I had to go to the school and I had to do meet the teacher things and all that. So I'm exhausted, right? And I'm seeing this countdown and I'm like, if it ain't music, I'm gonna be mad if I stay up, right?
And so it's a merch drop.
Yes, that's because I was thinking maybe it's a merch drop for real. I'm like, if this is cardigans, forget it. I'm gonna be pissed. You know what I mean?
Taylor, if this is cardigans, good night.
And I had to make a hard decision at 9:30. Am I gonna commit or am I? And I was laying in bed. Am I gonna commit? And I looked at my husband and I said, I have to do it. I have to see it through for my people. And I came and I followed through and I did it. And I'll be back whenever we're gonna actually listen to it. But
are you gonna listen live? Are you?
Yes, because I did that for TTPD and I loved it. I was obsessed with it, so I'm doing it again. It was so fun. We had so much fun last night. We were on for 25 minutes, and I'm telling you, everyone in the comments was like, "This is so much fun."
That's such a good idea. I'd love to give my followers that, but I honestly, there's nowhere else.
I know. I get it. It's exhausting. When I get off, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, honestly, maybe if I took a nap, maybe if I slept from 8 to 11, hopped on at 11 for the live or whenever.
Yes, that's what I said to them. I'm like, I'll have to plan ahead. I'll have to take a nap. It's gonna have to happen.
100%. Yeah. Well, anyway, all that to say, tonight, obviously, we are going to be talking about the life of a showgirl, our speculation. What do we think we're going to get? Because just so our listeners know, I know this episode for you is going to drop on Thursday, but we're recording it on Tuesday, August 12th. Correct. So we don't know yet. We haven't even seen the album cover. By the time you listen to this, you'll have seen the album cover. You'll have listened to Taylor's interview on New Heights podcast. You'll have way more information than Erica and I currently have.
Correct.
All we have is thoughts, rampant speculation,
creativity, and imagination.
Dreams, exactly. Imagination, dreams, and our opinions. That's what we're going to give you tonight, and I'm excited to get into it. Are you ready to do it?
I am, and that's what you're here for anyway, right? So let's do it.
Let's
roll right in.
Let's jump in. Oh, blah blah blah. I'm KJ. You're Erica. They get it. You've been here long enough.
Yes. You've been here. You know who we are.
You know who we are. Okay, so let's start with the album title, "The Life of a Showgirl."
Love.
What is it giving to you? Give me your reaction to the title.
A vintage Vegas showgirl, feathers, putting on the glam, putting on the Ritz. That's what I'm seeing.
Yes. Okay. Love all of that. By the way, someone in my comments was like, what if she's giving us a Vegas residency? Erica.
Oh my God. Don't even start with me.
Don't joke with me about that because... Oh my God. But do you understand the bloodbath we would endure?
I know.
The bloodbath we would endure.
And I just don't want to.
It's like, I would love, the thing about a Vegas residency is all of the venues are going to be much smaller. So it's going to feel much more intimate. And I love that. But Taylor girl, you just sold out a 2-year stadium tour. There's way too much demand for a little bit. I'm
not going to be able to get tickets. I'm going to have to sell my firstborn to be able to afford them. So like, I just hope not to be selfish for all the rich people who can get their hands on tickets. I don't want it to happen because I can't go.
No. Because then we're locked out of it. Either even
although the live streams would be so good every night in bed.
I will say I personally am still kind of clowning for a Beyonce Vegas residency because I think it would still be a bloodbath, but it wouldn't be as much of a bloodbath as it is for Taylor. As we know, like Taylor, just the demand is too great. It's too great. But anyway, the point is, I say all that to say, yes, it's giving Vegas. It is very much giving like glam. The thing is, because it's Taylor, first of all, love the title. As soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, this is on some icon shit. Like this is on her. She is like, oh, I am that girl. I'm aware. You're aware. We all know.
It's the best. I love it.
Love the title. And I will say, yes, to me, it is giving like, I think we're going to get the pomp and the circumstance, but I also think because it's Taylor, we are going to get some deep like ruminations on fame, on how becoming the biggest pop star in the world has changed her. Because to me, pre-eras, obviously she was a huge pop star, but I don't know if we could definitively call her biggest pop star in the world pre-eras. I think Eras Tour gave her that moniker.
Pushed it over the edge.
Exactly. Pushed it over the edge. And so because of that, now I feel like when she talks about kind of like fame, what it's done, what her life looks like now, I think it looks different. I think it looks a lot different than it did, 2 years ago. So I think we're going to get a lot of that on this album too.
Yeah, I think we're going to get like maybe a story or two, kind of like, how we got Clara Bow. I think we might get a story or two like that, where it's kind of like someone really, really famous and a tragic story about them, like that kind of thing. What else was I thinking about this album? Also, the two producers that are on it are from the 1989, right? So I was thinking it might be like a dancey.
Yes, I definitely think it's going to be upbeat. And I spoke about this. I filmed a YouTube today. It'll go up probably Wednesday. I filmed a YouTube just giving my initial reactions. And one thing I will say, because Max, she released a playlist on Spotify, 22 tracks, every single song produced by Max Martin and or Shellback. And so those are two producers that she worked with really extensively earlier in her career. She worked with them on 1989, a lot of songs from Reputation as well. And so from that, people are surmising that most, if not all, of the tracks on this album are going to be produced by them. And therefore, this is going to be like an upbeat pop album.
Yeah, I love him. I fell in love.
Fell in love. I love him. He's my boo. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Getaway car.
Which I'm kind of like pumped about. We needed it.
I am too. We need a pick me up right now, and we didn't really get a song of the summer, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think, like,
right. We didn't get a summer.
No, we didn't get a summer because we've just been worried about fascism all summer long.
Literally. No, I swear. Last night was like one of those blips where we didn't have to like think about that for a second. It was fantastic.
And thank God. Basically, it's Cowboy Carter tour and this album that's saving us. That's it. That's all we have.
On a Monday.
And so I feel like she is coming for, it is going to be upbeat. Certainly it's giving that. The fact that all over the place we're seeing orange glitter. Like, I don't think you would put orange glitter everywhere and then give us another Tortured Poets department.
No, totally
Give us a LOML. It's not giving that. It is not giving that. But I will say I'm still holding out hope that we're gonna get at least one or two new collaborators. I know Max Martin and Shellback have been epic collaborators for her, have created some of her biggest hits: Shake It Off, Blank Space, Ready for It, Don't Blame Me, like some of her biggest songs and most beloved pop songs. But I just feel like I'm still excited to see what Taylor can do when she has a few new people in the room. So I'm holding out hope that we might get a couple new collaborators.
And are we ready to talk about like features, Easter eggs for alleged features?
Yes, let's talk about it.
Okay, so we have the what is her name? Oh my gosh, why am I
Sabrina Carpenter?
No,
is that who you're looking for?
Fleetwood Mac. What's her name?
Girl, I don't know.
Hold on.
Oh.
Right, my bad. Right. It's such a white people thing to ask you, right?
Yeah, let me.
Okay, hold on.
Who's in?
Why am I
Fleetwood
blanking
Mac?
out? Stevie Nicks.
Stevie
Okay,
Nicks is in Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
Right. So we think she might be in it.
Possibly because she is teasing a August 13th music. Like right now.
Oh, is she?
She is. Okay. And she's been teasing it for a couple days. And then the Sabrina Carpenter, she teased today's date, right? And then somebody said something else about Gracie Abrams, but I think that one may have been myth busted, so I don't know about that one.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I definitely think a Sabrina Carpenter collab is coming because, as I'm sure all of our listeners saw, when Taylor Nation dropped, it basically felt like an announcement on Monday, and they said, thinking about when she said "See you next era," and there were 12 photos of her, and the last photo was of her and Sabrina Carpenter. To me, that pretty much spelled out like, okay, they're gonna have a collab. They must.
I think so too.
She brought plenty of people out on stage, so they could have done any number of photos, but you just gave us Sabrina. That means Sabrina's gonna be a feature.
I'm just excited. I just think it's gonna be so different than what we've seen. I don't think it's gonna be like the same.
Well, that is certainly what I'm hoping. I want new. I want fresh. Like I said, I feel like Taylor is in a different place than she was 2 years ago, and a different place than she was when she wrote Tortured Poets Department. Like, I want to hear that, and I want to hear it with new sounds, new production, new drums.
Yeah.
You know, I saw someone say like, "Oh, we're gonna get drums," because now that
because Jack Antonoff's not on it anymore.
Because Jack's not on.
I know. When I heard he was not on it, I was like, "Oh, okay, we're changing it up. Like the sound is getting changed up." Oh, somebody said, or like I saw a headline, I don't know how much truth there was to it, that people are speculating that there is shade thrown at Blake Lively in a song.
Okay, now I spoke about this in my YouTube as well.
Oh, okay.
I am hoping that she gives us just something. Give us
something about her dragons.
I just want like, you know, because it is at this point, it's just gossip.
We need a little
closure.
Just
gossip in me. I'm looking for a little bit of tea, but I do feel like I don't care about the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni thing from their perspective anymore. I don't care.
Yeah, me neither.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm over it. It's been dragged hither and thither, but I am interested in Taylor's perspective on kind of being brought into that situation. And I don't think it's something she would ever speak on, like in an interview. So to me, the only way we would get a glimpse into how she may have felt about it would be through her music. So I am curious to see
if it affected their friendship or at all or whatever.
Yes. I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that myself. I think we will get some sort of tea, and it might not be like that juicy. It might just be like a little like relationship detail that we were like, oh, we thought that happened. Now we're confirmed, you know, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We'll see. But that's the one, honestly, I think the one specific topic that I feel like I will be listening for. Other than that, typically when I listen to albums, I'm just listening to see like, oh, how it affects me. I'm not one of these Taylor Swift fans who's like digging into everything, being like, ooh, I bet this is about this person or this is about this time period. That's not how I listen to her music. But when it comes to Blake Lively, I'm going to be listening like that. I'm gonna be like,
Yes, but I am good at like I get spot a dig when it's happening. I'm like, oh wait, hold on, what's that? Let's dive deeper into that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So one of my followers was like, imagine if she was just like, and we got married last year before the Super Bowl. Just dropped a bomb on us like that. I was like, that would be crazy.
Okay, well, but speaking of, if we can take a little detour and talk about Travis Kelce, did you see his GQ article?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me.
Article.
I want to speak my truth so bad, but I don't want everybody to drag me.
Listen, okay, I'll go first. How about that? I'll go first, and then to make space. Safe space. This is what I will say. That article, I thought the article itself, like the writing, I thought was, good. And it gave us a glimpse into who Travis is. Good, great. The photos were quite simply the most ridiculous photos I've ever seen. And which I kind of loved. It was like every photo was both better and worse than the previous photo somehow. It was just such a ridiculous collection of photos. We have to go through these photos, Erica. We must.
Okay, something about them was like giving like an Adam Sandler vibe. Like like he was trying to be funny or something. Like, I don't know, but like also something about it made me, I know this is a safe space. Don't get mad at me because I think he's fine. He's great looking, okay? These photos gave me major ick. I don't know. Something about it that I don't like. I'm so sorry.
You know what? You're allowed to. Everyone has their icks. Nothing wrong with that. Let's just take a gander at some of these, shall we?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was the one that's like giving like Adam Sandler for me.
And this is, to me, the best one. Okay, so for our listening audience, the article opens with a picture of Travis. He's in a swamp. He's holding an alligator, maybe it's a crocodile, and he's wearing a ridiculous furry cap. And to me, this is actually the best photo of the bunch because like he's got this huge like laugh smile on. He looks ridiculous, but it's fun and it's kind of camp. It's like, well, I don't know why he's holding this alligator.
Yeah, like what is this alligator? Why are they in the Everglades? For no reason.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. So to me, I like this is the best one. But from here, it just gets more ridiculous.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's crazy. A good one. Okay, see what I'm gonna lose it. What is that and why? Why are we wearing the jets? Okay, there's so much unpack here.
There's so much happening.
There's water jet shoes shooting him in the air. Okay, he's in boxer shorts.
Correct.
Okay, which lucky us, but also why? And then he's wearing a puffer vest where the top is like fur, but the bottom is puffer, and also aggressively long, in my opinion. I just don't know why are we doing this. What is it? And the one on the right is the one that gives me the most ick.
Yeah, the one on the right. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say about Travis. I didn't get the ick from these photos. And I think maybe he can't really give me the ick because he's not like attractive to me. It's like I think I have to be attracted to you in order for you to give me the ick. And I'm not attracted to Travis Kelce, but what I kept thinking with each of these photos is it's like he was trying to tap into his model side. Yeah. So in so many of these photos, he's giving us this like super serious face.
Okay. So like, it's like giving just Brad Pitt.
It's in the 90s. It's not reading the way I think he means it to read. It looks like, let me find another one.
There's like pain in his eyes. It looks like his lip filler's fresh. Like, I don't know.
He has lip filler? Like, look at this. Look at this.
I don't think he does, but in that photo makes it look like this photo's so ridiculous.
Look at his face in this photo.
No, but like, why did they make him throw his head back so far in this pose?
This, like, again, to describe for our listening audience, he's in the forest. He's got on a leather jacket with fringe. He's got on a denim pants or something, no shirt, a backwards cap, but he's got his head cocked back. And he's like, I think he's I think he's smizing. I think he is trying to smize. He's trying to do the Tyra Banks smile with your eyes. Unfortunately, that's not a skill set he has. Okay. So in so many of these photos, I'm like, oh, I think he's trying to give us.
It looks like he's playing a bit.
Model, but you're right. Yeah. It's not landing that way. It looks like
this is a bit in an Adam Sandler movie, and he's in Jacksonville, Florida, in his black leather jacket fringe. It's like, I don't know what's happening here. It's not giving GQ though.
No, it's not giving GQ. I think, again, the reason I think it doesn't give me the ick is because to me, it looks like he's trying very, very hard to be a GQ cover model. And it's not giving that at all. It's giving like, oh, I'm playing dress up and I don't know what to do with my face, so I'll do this. I'll do this. Maybe that's fine.
It's
but
giving
like
comedy.
Yes, every photo. Okay, so like this one was probably the first one where I was like, "What is this?"
He's making? Okay, also those boots.
Look at his face.
Oh my god, I didn't even see some of these. He's holding a full Birkin in the Everglades. Like, what is going on?
He's holding a full Birkin. It is the largest Birkin I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's so
while
big.
He's wearing that ridiculous fur coat. And again, look at his
that
face.
Hat. It's a fur hat, not fur coat.
What is it? Let me try and zoom in on his face. No, that was too much. I did too much. Look at his face, though. Please.
He's like, it's like a pout. That's the best way to describe it.
Yes,
yeah.
It's like he's frowning, like a pout frown. And I think he thinks this is my serious model face.
This was the best one they could get out of the shots. They were like, we gotta pick one. This one's the best one.
See, and that's what makes it endearing to me. Like, that's why it's not an ick for me. It's more of a like, oh, you precious thing. Like,
okay, you changed my mind.
You're modeling. This is not
changed
modeling.
My mind. I feel bad for him now.
Like,
okay, this one's a little better for me though. I'm not the hair
pose is better, but the face again. He looks angry, and I think he doesn't
his
understand
best Britney Spears.
And what you have to understand, dear readers, is they had to go through and meticulously attempt to pick the best photo. Okay, they took thousands of shots.
Yeah,
I have done many photo shoots in my life. Thousands and thousands of shots, and these 8 or whatever were the best of the bunch. And this face he is making, he looks genuinely angry, and he's not an angry man. In fact, the whole article is about how he's just like a very happy, fun-loving guy having the time of his life. So,
but I've seen other photos of him where he isn't making these faces. So I'm just like confused. Like, did they lead him in this direction? Because he's been in plenty of photo shoots where he does not look like this.
And that's why I'm telling you, I think this is him feeling like, oh, now I'm a GQ cover model. I gotta give him.
I gotta give him.
I gotta give him serious model. That's what he looks like he's attempting to give, and I respect him for trying to give that. It's not landing at all, but I respect him for the attempt.
He is in GQ, so I'll give.
He is in GQ, and I'm not. So
you know what? So we can't talk too much.
Yeah. This one,
okay. See, this one looks like this one looks like Kevin Federline, and then they took like AI to it, and they made it look like it's Travis Kelce.
I agree. It is kind of giving Kevin Federline. So in this one, he's sitting on a tractor. He's got his legs hiked up. He's wearing like what appear to be board shorts, like Old Navy board shorts.
A fur-lined
denim jacket. And he's basically buried in the trees behind him. Like you can...
Yeah, like the palm trees.
The art direction is confusing.
It is. It's giving Florida swamp, but I'm just not sure why, because he's also like not from Florida.
No, it
so
is.
It's like he's like an Ohio guy, right? Isn't he?
Yes, he's a Cleveland kid, Midwest kid.
This should have been in a cornfield. This should have been a GQ in a cornfield. This is not right.
Yeah, everything about this feels incongruous, and shout out to him because he does look like he is trying very hard. Yeah. That is what I will give.
All right,
looks
here
like
we
he's
go.
Trying very, very hard.
I'm not sure why we're in high vis, but like this is getting better. I'm more into the facial expressions in this one. Why are we in high vis in the ocean?
He's standing in an ocean. He's wearing this it's a
high visibility construction worker vest. That's what it is.
high visibility construction worker vest. And he again is giving what I think is his best attempt at a model face. And to me, it just reads as, I'm a little confused.
Well, see, now this is also leading me to believe that maybe I also don't love his haircut, because when he's pulling back his hair like this, I'm thinking like, oh, the facial expressions are looking better, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the hair that's looking better.
Now that I completely agree with. I'm not into his long hair at all. I deeply preferred when he had like the buzz cut.
He's in like his husband era right now.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. We get the picture.
Yeah.
I would just say
we could go all night.
We could go all night on that. I felt like going through that article and going through those photos. It gave me the sense that he's a guy who is going to give it his best, is going to give it his all every single time. And good for him. Like, you know, it's not always going to land. Like, I didn't watch that show, whatever the show was he was in, but I heard his acting was, you know, mostly terrible, but that he gave it his all.
Are you talking about Billy Madison? Wait,
No.
not Billy Madison. I'm sorry. Why do I keep thinking
was
it's
it like
Billy Madison?
American Horror Story or
was
it
it Grotesque?
That show with
Why did I say
show
Billy
with
Madison?
Niecy Nash? What was that show?
I think it was called Grotesque or something like that.
Yes, Grotesquerie. It was an FX series.
Okay.
And Niecy Nash praised how professional he was, how eager he was to learn, how charming he was. And I think everyone, you know, who worked with him said like he gave it his all. But I think also everyone who actually watched it said, no, he's not a good actor at all. And that's fine, because he, to me, again, from this photo shoot, I'm like, yo, he's not a model at all. He's not good at that, but he's giving it his all. And I respect it.
Yes, you're right. He was in Happy Gilmore, not Billy Madison. I don't know why I said Billy Madison, but Happy Gilmore too. And also, I agree with that. His acting is like not the best acting ever, and it was a very small role. I don't think acting is going to be like what keeps him going, but I think he's having fun with it. I think he's having a lot of fun with it. And I think he's making money, and he's at like the top of his career right now. So I think he does not care, like, you know, if he's good, bad, or whatever. But also, did you see, because I feel like you would love this, that it's the headline for the GQ thing said, I think, Travis Kelce, America's sweetheart.
Yes.
It was very like role reversal, like kind of situation. And I was thinking almost like for some men, maybe a little emasculating.
Oh, interesting. Well, now the title of the article is actually Travis Kelce on his upcoming season, post NFL ambitions and life with Taylor Swift. But I do feel like they said something about America's Sweetheart.
They did.
On the cover.
Okay.
On the cover, it says America's Sweetheart, Travis Kelce. Yes, you're right. So that's the cover print. And then, the title is elsewhere. But yeah, I could see some men thinking that that's emasculating. He clearly doesn't, though. No. He even refers to himself as her plus one at one point in the article.
Yeah, he feeds right into it.
How he's a fan and everything else. So yeah, he's not the guy who's going to feel emasculated by that.
Yeah. Immediately when I saw that, I was like, he's the perfect guy for them to put that on, because he's not going to get upset about it.
Yeah. And he does kind of give America's Sweetheart vibes. Like
he does.
Seem sweet.
He's like a golden retriever.
Goofy, yes, and sweet and kind and charming.
Totally.
In the article, the writer talks about how when they're out to eat, he like makes eye contact and speaks to every single person at the restaurant. Like, you know, he does seem like a fundamentally good guy.
That's what I was about to say. I think he's just a good person, right? Yeah.
He seems that way. And he does. Shout out to Taylor.
Yeah. Lucky.
Now, here's what I want to know. What do you think about the fact that Taylor is giving us this album so soon after giving us Tortured Poets Department? Tortured Poets Department literally was last year. And it was 2 full albums worth of music. And I certainly thought she was going to take more of a break. But here we are with a whole nother album coming out. Like, what do you make of that?
Yeah, I was wondering. Well, at first I was like, where do we find the time? Okay. But then I was also thinking just like a couple hours ago that they were in a long distance relationship kind of for that first like year, right? Because she was on tour,
right? She was traveling
maybe
all the time.
She was just pouring all those times that she couldn't get on the phone with him. She was just like pouring it all into writing songs about like the feelings and the emotions in the long term, whatever, all the things. And maybe that's why it came out so soon. But I'm like, where are we finding the time to do this? And
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like to me it would take so much longer. But I don't know. I don't write music.
Well, you know what? It's funny because when you said that, it made me think, maybe she was spending the whole time writing about him, but I actually feel like what I could see is she's on Eras Tour, this epic journey. She's doing what no other artist has done with the 2 years and $1 billion, and the surprise songs every night and releasing an album while she's in the middle of the tour, incorporating that album into the tour. Like I just imagine the way her brain works, like every thought, whenever she's got a thought in her mind, she can like turn it into a song. And so I wonder if like that's basically what happened. Like she's in the middle of living, even though it's hectic and she's traveling and there's so much going on, she also is doing something no one's done before. And it's just bringing up all these thoughts and feelings and emotions. And so like every night she's just like, this is what I'm feeling now. This is what I'm feeling now. And then before you know it, we have an album.
Right. And maybe the whole time when she was releasing TTPD and like all that prep work, whatever, in between she was writing all these other songs that didn't fit in with TTPD. So she just put them aside. Just was like, I'll just wait until I'm done with all of this shit and then I'll move on to the next, right?
And also, if you think about it, maybe she was writing TTPD during the first half of the tour. So the first half of 2023. Like, because I think when she started the tour, she was still with Maddie Healy. Yeah, that was kind of fresh. Or whatever.
There was like 2 seasons.
Yeah, but she was also still kind of coming off of the back of the relationship ending with Joe. Then she had that happen, but then later that year is when she meets Travis Kelce. So I feel like year 1 of the tour, she was still grieving and going through all of her things with prior relationships and whatever. But then by year 2, she's in a completely new place. She's happy. She's breaking every record known to man. And now when she sits down and is writing, it's completely different things she's writing. So maybe it's like Torture Poets Department were musings from year 1 on the tour, and The Life of a Showgirl are musings from year 2 on the tour. Maybe
BTAT. Before Travis, after Travis.
Maybe.
I can get behind that theory too.
I like that. But I still do feel like I wonder if and when she will let herself rest. But wait, I don't feel like she's had any rest.
Hold up a second. I just had an epiphany. Do you remember that video of her walking into the stadium with her cat? And she's like, there's a rap song going and she's like, it's like a 360, whatever. Yeah. And then on the wall, it says A12. That was like midway through the Eras Tour, right? Or was that closer to the end?
That was closer to the end of Eras Tour.
Well, then that means the album was already done.
Yeah.
By then. Yeah. Otherwise, why even put that in there? And why even drop that, right? So that means we finish out on tour.
Yeah. I can
we are sleuths.
I can believe she did finish it on tour or finished at least the draft enough to know like, okay,
enough to know I'm going to do this.
Coming. Yeah. Yeah, I could believe that.
Look at us. Just breaking the case.
I just am, I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm like, what's it going to be? And I'm so appreciative that she's giving us something to look forward to in these dark, terrible times. Like, thank God. God.
The energy last night in my live was like crazy. Like everybody was just like reeling. So I just can't, I feel so lucky we have this little gem.
I know. Me too. You know what? I did think it would be a good idea. We'll see if we keep it or not, but to talk about some of the other pop girls, just since we're, in celebration of getting like a mega pop album from Taylor Swift, thought we could dive into a little bit about some of the other pop girls, starting with Addison Rae, because I'm sure you saw Ben Platt covered her song Diet Pepsi.
Yes.
And we've all been going up. I made a video about it, which blew up way more than I expected. Just saying how I deeply prefer Ben Platt's version of this song that I had never heard.
Yeah.
Are you listening to Addison Rae? Like, have you listened to her album? Do you know anything about her?
I'm not like sitting down listening to her album. Do I catch her music every once in a while and know that it's her? Yes. And I know that song, and his version is fantastic. But I don't like regularly listen to Addison Rae. And also, like, every time I see her, she's just rolling around in like booty shorts and like a crop tank everywhere she goes.
See, and I know nothing about her. I've been contemplating. Her album is getting like, it's got good reviews. People are
people love her. And honestly, if you go through, because one time I was like, "What? Who is this?" And I went and I played like a CD, and everyone's like a hit you've heard on the radio.
Yeah, she apparently, I think it was Pitchfork that gave her album, I think, an 8. They gave Tortured Poets Department like a 4. Is that right? Hold on. Let me see. Pitchfork.
That's crazy.
A 6.6. A 6.6. So they gave Addison Rae a higher score than
that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But I get that some people didn't like TTPD.
But 6.6 feels
illegal.
It just feels wild. And then to say like Addison's is an 8, but it does make me think, and there are a couple people who have said this in my comments, they're like, as a pop culture expert, you really need to listen to Addison Rae, or like as a pop culture fanatic. And I'm like, oh, I guess like there are people for whom they think that's like my main gig.
Also, she kind of does. Yeah, that's funny. She kind of does like, not copy Britney Spears, but kind of like use Britney Spears as a muse, I guess, as like a creative inspiration.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
She does similar things that Britney has done.
I've heard that, and I am contemplating. I might go ahead and listen. I will just say, after listening to her version of Diet Pepsi, which of course is just her actual song, I was
her version, like her literal song.
Her literal song.
Yeah, well, that's because you heard the other one first.
Exactly. I heard them.
They're all bots. They're all bops. You're gonna like them.
I'll give it a try.
I mean, fine. Go on a walk.
I think, like, to me, I'm not impressed with what I've heard vocally from her. She's not giving singer. Okay?
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get
not
that.
What she's giving.
If that's what you're looking for, you might not find it.
And so then, to me, if you're someone who's not really giving vocals, then I need you to really serve it up from a songwriting perspective. But again, I get the sense, just from the little bit I've seen and heard, that, she's not really a songwriter either. She's someone who has a team of really great songwriters behind her, packaging and putting it together.
She's got a team. Yeah.
Right. So
she's doing the dancing.
Okay. And okay.
All right, so your homework is you are going to listen, and then you're going to come back and tell us.
All right. Yeah, I'll do my best. I'll do my best to listen to Addison Rae. All right. And then the other pop star that I figured I'd mention, because I don't know if this news has made it to the white community. This is Black community news. I don't know if it's made it to you guys. Have you seen any of the discourse around Tyla and her new EP?
Okay. Shoot, I feel so white. Okay, no.
Let me fill you in. I this has been a big, point of contention within, and not just the Black American community, but the diaspora. Okay, let me explain.
Okay. Explain.
So Tyla is South African, and she's very big and very successful in South Africa. Was it last year? I think it was, or 2023 / into 2024. She had a big hit, Water. Do you know, Make Me Sweat?
Oh, yeah.
Me hotter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That song went up. Everyone loved it.
Everybody loved that song.
Here's the problem. This is where things get tricky. She is South African, and she is mixed race. In South Africa, I gather, mixed race people are called colored. So she refers to herself as colored. Now, here in America,
we don't.
That is not a term we use. That is a term that most Black Americans would take offense to if you called me colored. And so now she was informed of that. Basically, like, over here, we would recommend you don't use that word. Because she had like tweeted about herself, basically saying like, I'm not Black, I'm colored. All right. So people didn't love that. I think people sort of tried to educate her. Then she went on to the Breakfast Club podcast, with Charlemagne and them, and was asked the question. Charlemagne said to her, like, okay, so explain to me, school me on why, you consider yourself colored, not black. Like, educate me on this. She decided not to answer. She just whipped her head around to look at her team, her manager, her publicist, whoever was with her. And the publicist goes, oh, can we not talk about that? Can we move on? So, and that's on camera.
I'm sure he loved that.
Oh, literally, Charlemagne said, oh, I love that. We're keeping that in.
I knew it. Okay.
Very Charlemagne. Charlemagne. So
okay.
That, I think, re-sparked the conversation, because people are like, well, why are you not even talking about it? Like, this is important. Like, so Black people in America, when people say I'm not Black, that sounds like you trying to distance yourself from Blackness. We don't like that. So if that's not what's happening, like, you need to explain it, because now you're in America. Like, we need to understand what's going on. So anyway, then she kind of explained it later in a separate interview. But even then, I don't feel like her explanation touched enough on kind of the sensitivity that a lot of Black Americans feel around not just that word, but again, around people from the diaspora who feel like they kind of are disrespecting Black American culture and Black Americans. It is a very fraught subject for a lot of Black people the world over. Okay, so anyway, all of that context to say, she recently released a new EP called WWP, which I believe stands for We Want to Party. And it did not do well. It sold 3,700 copies in its first week. So,
yikes.
Basically it flopped. And there are a lot of Black American content creators now making videos like, and this is what you get, because you disrespected us and you made it seem like you don't care about Black people. You don't care about our opinions. So you don't support us. We don't support you. And that is the conversation happening right now.
Yeah, because probably an explanation could have gotten some support, some backing. She might have gotten a little bit more than that. But then also it's just concerning, like, character-wise, because it's like, I don't know, girl. Like, you're gonna double down. You're gonna
like not engage with the topic to me, in the way that a topic this important, particularly with your target audience, needs to be engaged with, because like obviously we are your target audience here,
of course,
like, like Black Americans. There's no point for you to be in America, touring in America, doing press junkets in America, if you weren't trying to break into the American market.
You can't offend all the Americans.
So exactly. So to me, like, clearly this topic is important to a lot of Black Americans, and you're either like neglecting to speak about it or not giving it the weight that it deserves when you do speak about it. That's going to turn people off. And then the real problem also is not just Tyla, but also her fans. A lot of her fans from South Africa and, from the UK, just a lot of her fans from all over basically were like jumping down a bunch of content creators' throats, defending her, and basically saying like, oh, Black Americans, you think you run things. She doesn't need you. She doesn't need to, like, you
don't hype her up like that. She needs it.
Now it's looking like maybe she needed it.
Right? It's a little bit giving like, I'm not so sorry, but I am sorry I got caught. Right?
It's just,
even though it's not like getting caught, but like, you know what I mean?
I think she underestimated the extent to which she would need this community in order to be successful in this market. Who knows? She's still young. She's obviously beautiful. Things could turn around, but
it's kind of reminding me about Midwestern Princess
Chapel.
Chapel Roan. It's like she no apologies. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and there's no apologies coming. It's like, are they the same age?
Tyla's younger. I think Tyla is 23.
Okay.
I want to say, versus Chapel, I think is 27 or 28 now.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. It's generations.
Yeah,
we'll see. It's right. I mean,
we'll see.
She's gonna need another hit TikTok song to get through.
Yeah. ASAP. All right. Were there any other pop girls? The only other pop girl I figured I'd talk about just because I wanted to see if you had listened is Renee Rapp. She has a new album, Bite Me. Did you listen to it?
I don't think I've listened to it. I may have. When did it come out? Because I've listened to a couple songs.
It just came out like 2 weeks ago. And
okay, I don't think I've heard
on
it yet.
Pitchfork. It came out like August 1st or something. It got a 6.4 on Pitchfork. Okay. So
I didn't listen to the music, but I personally love her. She's
I love her as a person.
Yeah.
Her interviews always like land pretty well. But I have heard from the Swiftologist, actually, who, you know, I listen to from time to time.
Yeah.
He was very underwhelmed by her album.
Oh, no.
And that it has kind of kept me from like plugging in. I'll get around to it, but yeah, he gave it a very, very lukewarm review. He basically was like, this sounds like anybody could have done this album. It doesn't sound tailored to her at all.
Oh, no.
It sounds manufactured to give us hits, but like it's not giving us hits. And that to me, I hate that because she has such an amazing voice.
I know. I hate that. Okay, well, maybe my homework is going to be that I need to listen to that because I did not know that was even out. And I'm like, I want to like it.
Yeah, I want to like it. I want to like her. But so far, it doesn't seem like people are loving the album.
Bummer.
Well, there you have it. Those are what the pop girls are doing. It sounds to me like we need Taylor Swift to come back.
We need Taylor Swift to come back. And we are, tomorrow, we're going to find out when, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. I hope by the time our listeners hear this episode, we have a release date. We know what the album cover looks like. We may even know when we're getting a lead single, what the lead single is called. I think we're going to know so much more by tomorrow night.
And then stalk my page out because I am going to do a listening party. We're doing it.
Oh, amazing. I love that. I love it. All right. Well, that's all I have. I'm very excited for this album.
Me too.
I'm optimistic about the joy we will all experience when we finally get TS12.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. That's it for this week, everyone. Be sure to follow us on TikTok at 2 Queens, 2 Crowns and to check out the podcast on YouTube, 2 Queens, 2 Crowns.
Erica and I would also love for you to follow us on our personal socials. I'm on TikTok at @IM_KJ Miller and YouTube with the handle IM_KJ Miller. And Erica's on IG at Letta Bino and TikTok at Letta_BitchNo. We'll see you next week.
Bye.